Today I'll share the recipe of a very interesting cake. It's a zebra cake, and actually we are making a zebra cake without all-purpose flour. We are making this cake from semolina or suji and whole wheat flour or regular atta. And as you can see in my video, it has turned out to be super soft. Beautiful rings have turned out. Many rings are there, and the texture is so awesome. As well as it's quite soft. You can see in my video, and the good thing about these cakes are this: you can involve your kids. That will be a real adventure for your kids when they will help you make the swirls of this cake. So those food corner style special semolina whole wheat flour cake, that too a zebra cake. I hope you'll enjoy this video. To give it a try, you will love the recipe. Hey guys, I'm Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Sus Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to this page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's begin with the recipe. So I have taken a blending jar here, and to this blending jar I'll add half cup of curd. It's homemade curd, around half cup. So this curd goes into this blender, and then to it I'll add sugar around 1 cup. It obviously depends upon your taste, but 1 cup sugar is good for the amount of semolina I'll tell, so you can adjust according to it. Milk I have taken here half cup, I'll add it to the blender, and regular cooking oil around half cup. You can also add melted butter at this stage, and I need to blend all these ingredients so that they would be super creamy and the texture will be very nice. You can always mix them with a whisker also, but this gives more better result. You can see how beautiful creamy it has turned out. And to it I'll add fine semolina or suji around 1 cup. If you do not have the fine one, you can always grind the regular one and then you can use. Now I'll mix everything and I'll leave this mixture for good 15 to 20 minutes till this semolina will absorb all the milk and the curd. And after 15 to 20 minutes I'll add half cup of whole wheat flour or atta to this mixture. I'll use a sieve here, and there goes the atta. Then baking powder around 1 teaspoon and baking soda around 1/4 teaspoon, and I have also added a pinch of salt here. This really makes a difference in the taste of the cake. Now I'll just mix everything. This is done, and the semolina has soaked all the milk and curd, and there goes the dry ingredients. Now mix everything. To this mixture I have added vanilla essence around 1 tablespoon. I could not record that. Now what we need to do, we need to divide this mixture in two balls, because one will make the vanilla one, the regular vanilla, and the second one will make the chocolate one. So vanilla is already done. We had added vanilla essence, and for the chocolate flavor batter I'll add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder to one ball. So here I have taken 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. There goes cocoa powder, and as because we are adding cocoa powder, this mixture need to be added more little moisture. So I have added 2 tablespoons of milk. This is a very nice trick. Always add milk after adding cocoa powder, otherwise the the cake will turn out dry. Now give it a nice mix, and this is looking perfect. You can see, as because we are using semolina, so we just need to blend this once again more so that the batter turns out super soft and silky for the cake. So this, here goes the chocolate one, I have blended it, and again I have blended the vanilla one. So both my batter are ready. The texture is same as the all purpose flour batter because we have blended it. And here I have taken a cake tin. I have just greased it with some butter paper, applied some oil and added a butter paper, and this is done. And now I'll add, first I am showing you, I am using little larger ladle to pour one ladle of vanilla and one ladle of chocolate. But then you see the difference, if we use the small spoon, 1 tablespoon, then the rings would be more in number and density would be more. That's why I switched to 1 tablespoon. But again, if you want lesser rings, and obviously it is more time consuming, you can always use 2 tablespoon batter ladle, anything that holds 2 tablespoon batter, but I have used here 1 tablespoon, and I will add alternatively 1 tablespoon of vanilla batter and 1 tablespoon of chocolate batter. So this process will continue till I will use all my batter. So I have recorded the entire process for you. So as I said, if you are in a hurry and you don't have much time, then you can always use a larger ladle to pour the mixture. Then you will have less number of rings, but I have used spoon, so I have many rings, you can see around 50-60 rings, so it completely depends upon your choice. And meanwhile, I have just kept a utensil, a deeper utensil, to preheat on medium flame, and I have placed a ring in the bottom, and this is done. I'll just tap it so that there are no excess air bubbles, and I'll use a toothpick to make a beautiful pattern. Just alternatively draw lines from the corners to the center. See how beautiful it's looking. And meanwhile, my utensil has been nicely preheated. So let's bake this cake and see. As I said, it's nicely heated. So place this cake tin, and I need to bake this cake on medium flame for good 40 minutes. Mine took around 42 minutes. So depends upon your flame and your utensil actually. So you can check after 30 minutes, and you can see I have recorded this entire procedure, how beautifully my cake is rising. It's perfect. So my cake is done here. I'll just open the lid and I'll show you if it's done or not. I'll insert a toothpick, and yes, it comes out clear. And if it by chance it's not clear for you, you can always bake for a little time more. And I'll let it cool, and then I'll show you how this cake has turned out. It has cooled down, and I'll use a knife to scrape off the sides in this way, and then I'll flip it over using a plate, and then I'll remove the butter paper from the base. So butter paper is really necessary in this type of baking. You can see how beautifully the cake has baked from down. Beautifully it has turned golden. And just remove this butter paper and again flip the cake over. It's done here, and you can see my beautiful cake. It's super soft, and there are many rings. As I said, I had used 1 tablespoon, so obviously there are many rings, and I'll just cut it for you. You can see how nicely smoothly I am cutting this cake. And here comes out one piece. You can see the beautiful texture. This cake has no maida. It's made from semolina or suji and has atta or whole wheat flour. Yet you can see how beautiful it has turned out. The texture of a maida cake or all purpose flour cake will be completely different, and you can see how soft it is. It's yum, and as I said, if you have kids around, you can always involve them. So do try this recipe. It's a recipe in which there is no all purpose flour, whole wheat flour. I have used in maida and suji. So do give it a try, a different style cake in a different way. Soos Food Corner style special semolina whole wheat flour zebra cake. I hope you have liked my video. Do give it a try. Subscribe to my page, and do not forget to share with your family and friends. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.